And now, two great fighters go head to head. Susie the Smith. And who's going to face him?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Ready? Go for it!
Surprised? Didn't see that one coming, eh? Fucking hell! Fuck that! Oh, fucker! Go fuck yourself! Take that! Too slow!
End of duel! Which contender handles his weapon better? Henry! Henry! It seems Lady Luck is on his side. Let's see how fickle she is today. Contenders, forward!
You won't get me! No, you don't!
For glory!
End of duel!
Mercy! Spare me!
It's over! All hail the victor of the longsword discipline, who proved his mastery of the blade. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. Harnischfechten! Duels in heavy armor are coming up next. Enjoy the last and most brutal duel.
Good afternoon.
Well, I don't have the gear. Sorry. But here's some groschen to settle things.
All right, that settles it. But next time, bring back the gear.
Of course.
Farewell.
Now, we'll see a duel between two men, neither of whom is to be trifled with. We already know. And now, we have two brave contenders vying for victory in the longsword discipline. Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more. And which worthy opponent has Lady Fortune
The blow to make him croak!
Kval the pole?
Kval!
May God and fortune decide. Contenders, get to it.
In God's name!
Bad luck. Jesus, I'm hit. End of duel. went to this skillful sword for the glory of Gutenberg. Let the duel begin. End of duel. The final duel is over, and what a spectacle it was. There he is, a masterful swordsman. Quick!
That victory was well deserved.
Sword winner! Winner of the sword and shield discipline! Winners have done, are ready to show off their skill. Glory!
God bless you, sir.
I want to return the tournament gear.
Wonderful. I wish everyone else was as thoughtful. Aye, it's all here. See you later, my friend.
In a moment, we'll see a duel between two skilled and seasoned fighters. Today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz. And who's going to face him? Vendolin, a clothier journeyman. They call him Green because that's the color of cloth. He likes best. He eagerly chases after every skirt, not out of lechery, but out of honest love for his craft. Watch closely. We'll now see whose skill proves to be greater.
Master swordsman. What?
No time to lose. Get to it.
Ah!
I'm surprised. You got it good. Bad luck.
Lad, come over here.
I didn't know
I
that was
feel
possible.
quite hungry!
Hit. Fucking hell. You
End of duel. You went to this skillful contenders. Forward.
I feel quite hungry!
End of duel.
Leave me be!
The fight is over. Welcome our winner. Today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz.
Go walking about like this.
Are you threatening me, you scum?
Ugh.
Men who could easily make war. Their trade will now be competing for Lady Fortune's favor. Matthew the Minter. For the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin!
Ha! Das war's! Ha!
Went to this skillful swordsman who displayed truly beautiful technique. No time to lose. Get to it. End of duel.
Mercy! Let me go!
No words needed. You saw it yourselves. Free combat champion, Henry of Skalitz. Hear ye, people of Gutenberg. We've seen many good duels and a few great ones today. Let's thank our brave contenders for that. Praise the Lord for giving us such a beautiful day. And let us pray that in time we may meet here again to hold another
You really
tournament.
Greetings.
Excuse me.
Grosh says your husband got into a fight with someone from Horsham, and when I asked him about it, he got angry with me and said I should ask you.
Well, Stymier's pretty upset about it. That's true. But perhaps it's no accident you've come here. And maybe you can help me. So listen, There's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. A Thunderstone. It's a great rarity. But Tomlin Bruthans from Horshan has one. He just won't let me have it. The thing is, he sometimes wages it in fights.
I see. Now it all makes sense to me. So that's why your husband fought him.
Exactly. You see, nothing dishonest. But Stimir is feeling ashamed that young Brutans gave him a thrashing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin and win the stone for you?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I'm really desperate. And I have no one else to turn to. I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary and implored her for help. And now you've shown up. Besides, by the looks of you, you have the strength of a bull, perhaps two. So she surely sent you to help me.
What is a thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are thunders. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom, and if you're lucky...
What can these stones do?
Lots of things. If you have one, it protects. It also wards off and cures diseases.
What does a thunderstone...
Well, from what I saw of Tomlin's, it's the sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's
Look, this Tomlin seems pretty handy, especially when there's another way. What if he were to just...
You mean... You're asking for trouble if you... Besides, I'm of honest stock.
Oh, I understand.
A fair fight is our only...
Why are you so
That's...
Look, if I'm to help you, I don't want to get caught up in any witchcraft.
This is no witchcraft. I'm afraid for all my babies died shortly after birth. I nearly died last time. The stone has the power to help me and protect...
All right.
Mary, Mother of Mercy.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so she'll give a generous and I'll pray and intercede for you. I swear.
All right. You have yourself a deal.
God bless you. That's where you should... But be careful. And...
What will it be?
What's new?
Nothing much, really. If you're looking for a job.
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me. Are you Bahuta by any chance?
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God, and to earn his absolution. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Ranyek. It has been a few days since he was here.
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, and that he would definitely win this time. As always.
Raniek still hasn't given up dice, eh?
That fella will never learn. He won a really nice bow once.
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me he had a game arranged in Pshitoki.
Thanks. I'll be on my way.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's soul. God knows he needs it.
We can. Though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores. But I learned that it...
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and... Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I trust Žižka to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Žižka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here. At my brother's grave.
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubienka told me about you both.
Aye. We were in the band together, but the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavek was killed and the band broke up, I didn't know what to do. Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life than I had known before then. Together with my brother, I buried my past here, and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another living soul.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to find his own?
Why did you decide to leave everything behind and start a new life here?
Because of my brother. I was with him in his last moments. He was completely overcome with horror. I never thought he could be so scared.
But you must have been used to seeing death.
He did not fear death, but what comes next. He knew the kind of life he had led, and everything he was responsible for. Now he's paying for it. It may be foolish, but I believe that if I reform myself before the Lord God, he might forgive Slavek too.
Don't you want to help the devil?
That's not up to me. He has to help himself. I can only pray for him.
Well, that's not going to help him much. He needs you, not your prayers.
I can give him nothing more than a sincere prayer.
You can tell yourself all you want that you're a better person now, but you can't change your past. Once a thug and a drunk, always a thug and a drunk. You're no saint, so drop the act. Or do you think God doesn't know? I bet he can't even hear your prayers.
I was a murderer. So what? But I have admitted my faults, repented, and now I'm hoping for forgiveness. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
See? That's enough now. We're here to pray. So pray, or I'll kick your teeth in.
Oh. Aye, all right. Let's pray for him together, then.
Yes, that would be best. Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully and repeat after me. Pater Noster, qui is in careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventure ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her. Your turn now.
You're saying it wrong. Listen. It goes like this. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in cielo et in terra.
All right, I know the rest. Panem most room. Quote, idi.
Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimittimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo.
Amen. I know it too. That's all I can do for the devil, so you'd better get going now, eh? Excuse me.
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad.
What's that I hear? Christ!
Hey, Tomlin. People around here tell me you have a thunderstone.
People say all sorts.
They also say if I beat you in a fight...
There was a time I'd put it up for... I even had a couple of crafts, but everyone got a thrashing. It didn't seem right. Well, as for you, you've cut the locals down to size. But if those fists of yours... Blood runs hot in those lads, and if you're as stupid as you are brave... There's a shit pit in the bird. They're hard as nails, they're fucked up if you are.
Look, that's all very well, but it's you I'm here to fight. For the Thunderstone.
Fuck's sake, let's try again. I'm not fighting for the...
But Kona from Grund really needs the stone.
Yeah, I know. She came by. And I told her, as I've told everyone else, not just anyone can find us. It wouldn't be right to give... That would be tempting fate.
I want to see the stone first.
You what? Don't you believe me?
Well, exactly. Everybody knows you have it, so why not show it to me? Besides, I've never seen a magic Thunderstone, and here's my chance. I may never have another.
All right. Have it your way, then. Here it is. Almost as smooth as glass, and pointed at the end. It fits into your hand just right.
Wait, is this really it?
Of course.
I don't think it is.
Well, I think you know fuck all about it, and you wouldn't recognize a thunderstone if it dropped out of the sky onto your head.
Oh no, wait. I read something about that. How was it? A thunderstone, otherwise known as fulgur conditum, is an earthly mass struck by lightning, which then conceals itself within. This stone lies buried deep under the earth before ascending to the surface after 7 days. A round hole is punched in the stone itself by the thunderbolt. But your stone has no hole.
Oh, you're a scholar, are ya?
Well, I learned enough to spot when someone tries to hoodwink me with a rock they picked up in a creek.
I didn't mean to deceive you.
Stop fucking me around. I need to find the Thunderstone. Do you have it or not?
I don't have it now. I really did find a Thunderstone. And I had it right up until the other day when it was stolen. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. So I acted like nothing happened. I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
You're forgiven. I might have done the same in your place. And do you have any idea who might have stolen it from you?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it disappeared.
And you didn't do anything about it?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their necks, but they disappeared like the steam from my piss. They must have seen me and bolted, which only confirmed my suspicions. I haven't had any luck finding them since then, though, and I don't have time to chase them around the countryside. I have the farm to take care of.
All right. I'll have a look for them.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the first farm on the right. They're hired hands there. That much I found out. If you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I'll make sure you're well rewarded. You have my word. I was the one who found it, so by rights, it's mine. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring bad luck and misfortune.
Tell me, how did you come by the stone in the first place?
That's a secret.
If you came by it honestly, why be so secretive about it?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, that's all. And until it's back in my hands, I don't want to talk about it.
I can appreciate that, but sharing a story isn't exactly bragging.
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. On the way to Wizard the Quarry. You probably know the place. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of a storm about a week before. It tore off roofs, carried away some shepherds' huts, even toppled the tower on those and it very near. Well, the forest was and all of a sudden, I stuck.
Henry, I've got something for you.
What is it you want?
You must be Henry.
Yes, I am.
I've got a message from Master Chenyek for you. Go and see him in the Ole as soon as you can.
What does he want?
Well, I don't know.
At your service, sir.
I need to find a Thunderstone, and I heard you might know of one.
Oh, yeah? Who told you that, then?
Some wayfarer in a tavern.
Really? Which one?
In Suchtol.
Shit, so Andrew's already mouthing off.
Not Andrew. Tomlin over Horsham way told me you pinched his Thunderstone. You and some Hensel fellow. So you better come clean before I let Tomlin beat the truth out of you.
Fuck me! So Bruthan's made you his lackey? As if that stone hasn't caused enough trouble already.
Watch your tongue. I'm no one's lackey. And you, go on. What happened with the stone?
We fucked up. And all because of that stupid stone. I wish we'd never taken it.
So Tomlin was right. It was you. Where's the stone now?
I haven't the faintest. It was all Hensel's idea, and he had it on him the whole time. And before you ask, no, Hensel's not here. Andrew is holding him.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell me, what the fuck happened?
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers, but that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthan's magic stone from him to help us fight them like, but Tomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing, and then set off after those bandits. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me and Stislav. So, you come a bit late. Not that it brought us any luck anyway.
Who is this Andrew Ramhead?
A mercenary commander from King Sigismund's army. He's been ordered to guard the roads with his men. But apart from that, they also carry... And they make the... And of course, another reason for... And ever since they torched...
Where can I find this?
Are you fuck...
No. You don't just lose something like that.
I'm telling you, that's...
You may have had bad luck. With stuff like that, you're playing with fire. You stole it from Tomlin, so the power of the stone... I didn't steal it from anybody. So I have nothing to...
Well, if you put it like...
You see? Now tell me...
You'll come across some ponds between... Near one of them, there's a fork where... From that fork, follow...
And that's where they're holding...
Yeah, there. But if you'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill, but make sure they don't spot you.
Sound advice.
Look.
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel.
Just be careful. Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask, do you think you could rescue...
And how?
I don't know, just some... Andrew's a greedy bastard. Or you could sneak in quietly and slip.
How about I just kill them all?
Oh, I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. But, you know, it's just... They're pretty...
I'll manage somehow. But the whole... If I find a way...
Thank you so much!
Nothing much has changed since last time. And from what I hear, things are pretty cool.
Hold off! I heard something. I must be mad. Huh? Huh. Strange.
When we're done here, we won't be badly off. Aid.
Chicken, you piece of shit!
I'll kill
Chop you up, you shit! What do you want?
Die, you wretch!
I'll shoot you an extra asshole!
Lighten up!
I can't even. You're no match for us, fucker!
You can't stand up to us!
Wanker! You want to try me? I'll chop you up, you shit!
You're still standing.
You're not up to it. I'm all yours.
Slaughter!
Hear ye, good people, how you'll learn that the church is rotten.
At your service.
By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Be quiet.
I beg you, don't leave me here!
Scram! Right now! Clear off! What the? Scram! Right now! Clear off! Everyone get over here! Got an intruder! Come out!
Where are you?
You! Get out now! I'm counting it
All right. Just pretend I was never here.
now, or I'll start counting! That's
Try
what I
something and
thought!
you'll die,
And
bastard.
don't... What? Scram! Right now!
Huh. Strange. I heard something.
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Be quiet.
I beg you, don't leave me here!
Ah, fuck.
Huh? Strange. Did I imagine it? I heard... What's that?
Nothing, I suppose. Shut up!
Everyone here! We've got a pest here! Tell me what you're made of! Wine! I'm all yours!
Please, untie me! I beg you! Don't
That! What do you want?
What the hell are you doing in there, asshole? We're under attack! Ha!
For the cross!
Bad luck. I've been waiting for you.
Christ almighty! You stormed in on them like you were the Archangel Michael himself. Thanks for getting me out of here.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I am. All things considered. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how grateful I am. God knows what they would have done to me in the end. All that aside, who are you, anyway?
Henry.
I'm Hensel. And though, in all honesty...
Peter told me what happened.
Peter?
In a manner of speaking.
What about Stisler?
I have no idea.
Ah.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance. I was looking for you in the village because of the Thunderstone, who, by the way, is royally fucking up.
Well, what I have to say, the whole thunder brought us no luck. No.
Let's forget that for a moment.
You won't be surprised to hear. He didn't believe it had any powers. From what I heard, he sold it in Sukdal to some farmers.
Sakra. Well, there's nothing for...
Hold your horses. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a somewhere around there. What? You filched Andrew's stash? I was going to cast an eye there myself. Well, thanks again for everything, and...
What have you found, boy?
No. I shouldn't leave now.
You're always welcome here, noble.
Can I spend the night? I'll pay you well if you let me.
But all I have is enough.
That's enough for me. All right. I hope that'll be enough.
Thanks.
Where can I spend?
There's a room you can use.
What's going on?
Nothing much. We've some.
Anyway, making many honest folk fall ill. But his swindling days are over. A long stretch in the pillory awaits him. And the same...
Hang you next time, you scoundrel.
You're always welcome here.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Raborsh, who in turn stole it from Tomlin Brookhans down Horshan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money. My husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
I understand.
That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
So am I to understand that if your husband heals, you won't need the stone?
Well, a stone like this is a precious thing. It can still protect us from all manner of misfortune.
But you bought it to save your husband.
That may...
How about this? And if I succeed...
Why would I do that?
What if the power of the stone brought me...
I hadn't thought of it.
So?
All right.
Of course.
And please hurry. With that owl and everything, you'll find Peter...
All right. It's usually a good idea to speak to others, especially if the patient himself...
Aha. I see you. So, ask her...
Perfect. I'll get on with it.
Do whatever it takes to...
Can you think of something that might help me heal?
I can't. I've tried just about. Peter is just an ordinary cooper. We've lived here. My husband doesn't travel outside, but he came back empty-handed. He was fumbling around here. Then he went to bed. He doesn't sleep a... If I stop sleeping...
I'll ask him why...
Try that. It's as if he was keeping... God be with you, sir.
Peter, my name is Henry. I'm here to help you.
Another poor bloke that's to deal with me. As if Marder didn't have enough on her plate already.
I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. I'll examine you. Just by eye. Pale skin. Dark circles under the eyes. A downcast expression on the face. I don't see any bruises. A few calluses and cuts on the hands. Nothing unusual for a craftsman after a hard day in the workshop.
I told you. I'm not in any pain. Just let me lie here.
Irritability. No foul odour. Bodily humours aren't leaking. And you aren't bleeding.
But I will, when Sigismund's horde gets here.
Why would Sigismund attack Suchtal?
He does as he pleases. You have no idea how many villages he's plundered already.
I reckon attacking a village protected by a fortress is the last thing Sigismund would want to do now.
The fortress is what's bothering him.
I don't know about that. Don't be alarmed. No swelling. Does this hurt?
Nothing.
Your palms are cold, and your heart's pounding so hot. You seem like you're ready to fight, or flee.
They're getting close now.
Who is?
The soul.
Well, physically, you seem...
I'm a weakling. A weakling.
What are your nights like?
I just stare at the wall, try to sleep.
Well, it's certainly no fever. I assume it's dark thoughts.
I can't fall asleep. Because of all the noblemen who I'm always hearing hoots.
So Lord Pisek likes to host.
And what do you think they're doing here, eh?
If Lord Pisek was about to go to war...
Folk ought to be scared to leave the Mezolesses gone. Suchdol is next.
What am I going to do with you? There's nothing wrong with you physically. The chamomile decoctions will help calm your mind. Last but not least, you'll be back on your feet in no time. I'll get things ready. Peter, I have some suggestions.
I'm listening.
I didn't want to leave anything to chance, so I cast a spell here.
What kind of spell?
I buried protective relics here on your property.
Where did you bury them?
I can't tell you that, naturally. If I told you, they'd lose their protective powers.
And what did you bury?
A battle axe. It belonged to a warrior who fought at Nicopolis. He's a priest now. He fought with Sigismund there.
One of Sigismund's soldiers? Then you've cursed us, not protected us.
On the contrary. The axe knows Sigismund's tactical weaknesses. That's why I chose it. I also added a monk's bone.
What monk?
One from Sasau. He performed great miracles there, helping refugees from the war and aiding the construction of the monastery. It's no chicken bone from a charlatan. And finally, I buried some eggs.
Eggs?
Seeds of life. If the army really does attack, these three things will protect you. They will weaken the soldiers, help you escape, and when you return to the village after the siege, life will blossom here again.
I thank you very much.
You should drink the chamomile decoction.
Great. Another potion.
This one will help you sleep. Once your body gets used to sleeping at night and staying awake during the day, you'll feel much better. You'll see. Proper sleep will chase away the gloom. And if restlessness tries to take hold of you again, your body will have the strength to fight it. Every morning you'll be stronger and stronger until you're able to work again.
We'll see about that.
You need to start eating again. Even if first, ask Mlada to get you some honey.
You think some honey is gonna save me?
It'll give you stamina without irritating your stomach, first of all. But yeah, where bloodwort helps with bleeding, and any melancholia wanting to take hold of, soon you'll be as busy as a bee again, and getting on swimmingly. Start eating fish more. Fat in the belly will surely stop gloom.
Aye.
A bit of prayer won't hurt. Lord, have mercy on people, for you have laid upon him this affliction. Unless you, O Lord, relieve, I beg of you, O Lord.
Amen.
Listen, Peter, I'm not much of a speaker, but let me tell you something from the heart. If you're scared of Sigismund's soldiers, and you'd be surprised how much strength and courage you can find, so don't run from your fear.
I'm not worried about my...
Then keep reminding yourself, look at me, a blacksmith's son. Why do you think I am who I am now? Because I decided I'll never turn my back on my loved ones again.
You're right.
Don't run from the fight. Well then, I've done everything I can. Anyway. I examine Peter. I'll come back to see you in a few days.
Thank you.
Besides praying, it's made of wine, chamomile, and even if you don't do it exactly right.
I'll learn how to do it. Thank you very much.
God be with you, sir.
Pears! Juicy pears!
I'm always glad to see you, right?
Priesen sei der...
How's it going, Captain?
Sehr interessant.
What of it?
Zum Glück nicht. If you're looking for ein...
I'd like to learn a...
Praise be Jesus Christ, young man. I'm sorry to bother you, but I must stop you for a moment. Can I have a word?
What do you want from me?
I'm the royal collector, and I want you to pay your duty.
What duty?
The king's duty. Now come here and don't delay. So, what'll it be? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew, the king's chief customs collector. I collect dues on trading routes.
Ah, I've been looking for you.
Is that so? Why would that be?
The Dry Devil sent me.
That old bastard is still alive. I thought he'd been executed a long time ago.
He's free again, thanks to us. He's getting his old band together, so they sent me looking for you.
That's so very sweet of him. So he whistles and I should come running to him like a good boy.
So, you don't want to come back then?
For the record, I have nothing against the devil. But I don't want to stick my neck out for fuck all anymore. I'm doing well for myself as my own master. The past is past.
And you're content with robbing poor souls by the road?
Ah, you are quite wrong there. I'm a customs collector, and it's still better than being with the devil.
The devil and Zizka have a higher purpose. We fight for our rightful king.
How? Like capturing nobles and them demanding money for their release? We gutted their people, and they gutted us. But only the devil got the money and the glory. What the fuck is noble about that?
You don't understand. How could you? The devil is a nobleman. Things are dealt with differently by them.
That's rich coming from you. Anyway, you can tell the devil that I thank him for his offer, but after careful consideration, I'm choosing to be a free tradesman.
Well, all right.
Since you're already here, did you pay the duty?
What are you talking about? What duty?
What do you think? To the king! I am His Majesty's Chief Customs Collector.
Aye, and I'm Emperor Charles.
So where's the payment? A royal customs collector's time is precious.
What customs collector? You're just a bandit.
Peace all difference. Those who have, give. Those who don't, take. Cough up!
I'm not giving you anything.
We'll take it ourselves then.
That's a very poor decision. Have you grown tired of living?
You don't know who you're dealing with.
I could say the same thing.
Fuck! You know what? Forget it.
Happily.
I'm not heartless either, just so you know. If you want to learn something for the right price, I'll teach you.
All right. How can I find you?
We camp in the woods by the hill near Visoka. It will probably take you a while to find it first. Now get out of here. And give my regards to the devil. Or maybe not.
You're always welcome here, noble sir. Come and take your pick.
My God, these furry...
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick. Onion.
Greetings. What do you...
What's going on around here?
Martha, the wife of our blacksmith here, came complaining. She arranged a job for her old man, but he doesn't like it. And it's a pity you weren't here earlier.
Some drunks out of...
No, that's just the point. A bunch of brutes laid into a lad. If I hadn't called the bailiff...
And you don't know why they beat...
You'll have to ask him yourself. He wouldn't...
And who was the lad?
A hired hand from Vis...
Thanks.
There are also bands of vagrants wandering around here. So
right here?
Not yet, but people are already afraid to stick their noses out at night.
What happened?
They were acting like they own. Our lads told them politely to... And what did the bailiff do? So now the lads are practicing fighting, and we're still... The bailiff is looking for... Even though there's a bout... And that's about...
Sounds interesting. The bailiff doesn't...
He suspects something.
Could I take...
But of course. My son runs them. If you beat that lout, I'll give you something on the tap.
Why not try it? We can start right...
They meet in the pen behind the inn, so they won't be seen. But don't let the bailiff catch you.
I know about...
They're hired hands, just like him.
I'm certain I'll get on with...
You're a blacksmith too? Well...
Thanks. Can I I'll pay...
Forgive me, sir.
That doesn't matter. Agree. I hope that'll be...
Thank you.
heard about the local fight club.
If you have to ask. But if you don't plan on taking...
Who said I'm a gawker? I signed up with the innkeeper. I'll beat you one by one and leave you in a pile. You'll see.
That may be so, but you'll have to beat me first.
Should we go and bash each other's teeth in?
Why wouldn't we? How about a little wager to...
That sounds good.
Now that's more... Are you afraid? Hmm? Too slow! Is that all you've got? Are you afraid? Hmm? Fucking hell! Are you afraid? Hmm? Oh, come on! Well, you surprised me.
It was a good fight. Thanks for it.
You gave me a proper... You deserve this, though.
You know it. Thanks.
So what's it gonna be?
Should we fight?
That's why you're here, isn't it? Now we just need to...
Here it is.
Thanks. I'll sort you out nicely. Well, I can see I'm better off use at the fort.
Oh, come on. You're strong. The rest can be learned.
Are you afraid? I'm the best one here, so...
Should we fight?
No need to ask. And how about a bet?
I agree.
I'll take it.
For the cross!
Come and get it. Don't laugh too hard. I'll wipe that smile off your face. Don't laugh too hard. I'll wipe that smile off your face. Come and get it. Don't laugh too hard. I'll wipe that smile off your face. Good fight. Where'd you learn that?
I learned from experience. It hurts, sometimes a lot. But it keeps you on your toes, at least.
Aye. I concede. Here you go. And don't forget to go and see Father. I'm sorry.
I defeated your fighters.
I heard. You're Henry from Scullets, aren't you? I've heard a lot about you and your fists.
Gossip spreads fast.
Well, if you're looking for a real, you might be able to find...
What, do I have to fight with corpses? Or do the dead rise from the grave there?
Use your head a bit. You'll figure it out.
For a wonderful put.
Well, they did tell me good afternoon.
You look troubled.
You're very kind. I need to get a few horseshoes made and deliver them.
Well, why don't you ask the blacksmith?
It's not so simple. The horseshoes, he sees them as traitors who are...
I see.
Young fella, if I was choosy about who I sell, these are troubled times. And my husband doesn't understand that...
Oh, great.
Really?
So?
Well, if you manage to make horseshoes for 2 horses... Oh well, my friend.
Martha asked me to help with those horseshoes.
Right. The blacksmith said they were here. He always sends me home when they show up here.
Why?
Once a band of Pragas were causing trouble, and so they say it'd be better if I didn't show... Take care.
Good afternoon.
Martha says she needs to have something for...
Let me guess. Horseshoes for that rabble from the camp, eh? God damn it.
So there's a military camp on the other side of the hill here. You have a wife, a farm, and an apprentice on top of it.
Well, there's some truth to that. But how would I look? Even Pascal got a...
Then I'll forge them.
Well...
What about the materials? If those horseshoes are needed in a hurry...
Indeed. Here you go.
It's as cold as a dog's snout. It's cold. I should hop over to the forge. bit more, and I'll be done. Here are those horseshoes. 2 sets, just as we agreed.
Let's see them then. These will do just fine. Such a young, hard-working, talented fella you are. Too bad I'm not a few years younger.
You mentioned something about payment?
Here you go. You won't buy a castle for it, but good work calls for good pay. Now, someone just needs to bring the horseshoes to Victoria. Would you do that for me? This backache of mine.
Who's this Victoria?
A girl from the village. She's a bit different. But deep down, a good girl.
Different? What do you mean?
She's had a hard life. Her husband died of the plague a while back, and now she's all alone. She does odd jobs for the villagers here to make a living. Why would I drag myself up that hill when she's got...
Fine.
It's not far at all.
Victoria, I bought you horseshoes from Martha. Victoria? You here? Christ, so much blood. What happened here? I have to tell Martha. I brought Victoria those horseshoes, and I think something's happened to her.
What? What do you mean?
The house was empty, and in the hearth room next to the bed, I found a puddle of blood. It hadn't even dried yet.
Jesus Christ! What if she's been... No!
It might not be too late. Do you have any idea where she could be?
I don't know.
Did Victoria have problems with anyone from the village? Did anyone want to hurt her?
No, definitely not. Although...
Can you think of anyone?
Sometimes there's talk about how she lives alone and how she makes her living.
Why would anyone be bothered about how Victoria makes her living? As long as she's not stealing, she can do whatever she wants, right?
Well, not everyone was happy that she brings our goods up to the camp. Once, someone even drew something very ugly on our door because of it. But what's that poor girl supposed to do without a man? There's a war, and we all need to make a living somehow.
Who did she go and see at the camp? Who might know more about her?
Mainly their blacksmith. She brings goods up there every 2 or 3 days. So tell them at the gate that you're bringing something from the smithy. They'll let you in.
Who's bothered by her living alone?
Things are a little different, you see. She lost her husband some time ago. A young widow, actually. A pretty young widow. Naturally, a few fellas were fawning over her, but he'd never hurt her. He might be a loudmouth, but he's harmless.
Who's this mystery man?
I won't say. If word got out that I accused someone, we might as...
Don't you get it? That girl could be in great danger, if she's alive at all.
Don't say that!
Look, you dragged me into this, so you can't back out now. You better tell me everything you know.
I don't know anything else. But go and ask Kuba, the old farmer. He was keen on her. Maybe he knows what happened to her.
Is there anything else you can think of before I go?
I've already told you everything I know. Now hurry up! Christ, pardon me.
You're Kuba, the farmer, right?
Aye, I am. What do you want?
I'm looking for Victoria, and I thought you might know where to find her.
Why should I, of all people, know?
I hear you were quite fond of her.
Who told you that, eh?
But she sent you packing. In front of half the village.
Birds have been twittering. Her husband wasn't the only one taken. So I thought to myself, I tried. She wasn't interested. End of story.
Does she have friends here?
Mainly with Martha, the blacksmith's wife. But all she...
Oh, I've spoken to Martha.
Worried about her? Why?
Victoria's missing. And there's a puddle of blood at her house.
I reckon someone was jealous of them soldiers she hangs around with. What?
You can't be serious.
What goes around comes around. I have a clean conscience. To hell with that silly goose.
Someone ought to teach you manners.
You'll regret that. Now you're gonna get it. Sakra, you're better than I thought. What the fuck do you want?
Next time you'll think twice about using such nasty language.
Yeah, just leave me alone. And I really don't know anything about Victoria. Maybe she just decided village life wasn't for her, so she took off with her soldier.
What soldier? You're telling me this now?
I heard someone came across her up there in the forest while she was having a rendezvous with some fella from the camp. But I really don't know anything else.
All right. I'll ask in the camp then. Good dog, Mutts. Show me.
Oi! You! Come here!
Where do you think you're going?
Into the camp, of course.
Oh, aye. They can't wait to see you. Look here. No strangers are allowed in, so turn around and sod off back to the pile of dung you crawled out of.
The Miskovitz blacksmith sent me with some horseshoes. He said they'd come in handy in the camp.
All right, you can go in, but no messing about.
Good day. Did you get in a fight?
I'm going to see Farkash.
I have no idea. But Chaplain Bohemil or that foreign barber surgeon might... Or Millada in the bathhouse. I'll be with you, good sir.
Osprobad!
Good evening. What do you need, lad?
Would you help me out? I'm looking for someone.
That depends. Who are you looking for?
Victoria. A girl from Miskovitz. They send her up here with goods from the smithy.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy's opposite the entrance in the upper part of the camp. If you don't see it, you'll hear it at least.
Thanks a lot.
Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
That was a day like a donkey fought. It is good that it's behind us, yes?
Good evening. Christ almighty. Are you alright, sir?
Here we go again.
It's just that you look...
Muscular, wise, wealthy.
No, that's not what I meant.
I know what you meant. I have had this conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
Yes. Our parish priest talked about that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
But I thought that was just...
So you see, it is not. Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, explorer, and physician. I run the camp infirmary.
My name is Henry, sir.
Welcome then, Henry. Do you need anything?
Do you know where prisoners are held in the camp?
Do you even know what you are asking about? Be glad none of the king's men can hear us.
That's why I'm asking you. I'm just curious, that's all.
Well, all right. Try looking above the smithy. But do not go anywhere you should not.
Of course. I'm going to see Laszlo Farkash. Do you know where I might find him?
Of course. You'll find his headquarters in a circle of cumin tents right below the smithy.
Thanks. That should be easy to find.
You're welcome. I don't want to stick my nose in.
You said you're an explorer?
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada to Venice. And from there to the court of Sultan Bayezid of the Osmans. Until I ended up at the court of King Sigismund.
Where is this Mali? And what's it like?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. But in our country, it would never happen that we allow foreigners into our mines. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with greater respect and set great store by learning.
Well, it's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for. Like what you can do with stone.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over the world go there.
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But the journey is dangerous. I was robbed and arrived in the city as a pauper. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. Let us say that I was foolish then, and foreign customs took me by surprise. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I...
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend. All I can say is that there are a few rich men and their beautiful wives who I do not want to meet again.
You were in Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea, then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. It is a pity in any case.
Blood?
Yes. Sultan Mohammed. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on the Sultan, because let others cut off heads.
How did you come?
By complete chance. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan. You must but the Sultan soon...
So why didn't...
Because I had quite enough of...
Where is...
You do not know? My friend? Remember that Venice, people from... If only you... Their present... But I did not...
What's Sigismund's...
I would also like to know that. One would think he did not...
It's reckless. If you don't...
Well, at least I can practice your language. But that does not matter now. So, as you have no doubt realized, this is my infirmary. One part for operating on the wounded, another for the sick, my alchemist bench, a tub of water, nothing out of the ordinary. Come on, let us walk outside. I am sorry that I cannot show you more, but I am sure you understand that there is not much to see. One is almost ashamed to call it an infirmary. Do you not think?
That's true. I thought King Sigismund would take better care of his wounded men.
Unfortunately for them, my friend, I suppose he has bigger problems than keeping his army healthy and fighting fit.
It's lucky he sent an expert like you here, though.
Was that praise or an insult? I cannot tell. I do not think it fortunate in any case. Someone with my knowledge, and all I do is treat diarrhea and broken bones.
Oh, of course. What else should a sore bones do?
My friend, the human body contains so much beauty and so many secrets that we could explore. So why do we spend so much time on the quality of defecation? Think about it. Though it is true that you do not seem to be any great sage, I suppose you do not know what a real infirmary should look like. But do not worry. There are more cheerful places in the camp. I am sure something will take your fancy. This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, he will be either here or near the bathhouse. We will take a look there too. Do not worry. Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments, until the captains banned them. But that is a long story. Speaking of the captains here, do you know who's in charge overall?
I've no idea.
You should put that right then. What if you come across one of the commanders and bump into him by mistake? He might have your back flayed by a cane. I would not like to have to stitch you back together. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozav or Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania, as far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. But he has a lot of trouble with the camp. He tends to be, as you say, grumpy. Then there are the Cumans, who are commanded in battle by Cheritan. You will not meet him very often. He often has meetings with the king himself, in Sedlets. He is not a very cheerful man, but he seems a fair-minded commander to me. And he is an outstanding archer, it seems. How about you and archery, my friend?
Well, I don't want to boast, but I'm a pretty good archer. I would happily take on your Chertan.
Really? That sounds like a spectacle that I would perhaps even pay to watch. Perhaps. Although I successfully avoid weapons, I have to admit that archery is not just a skill. It is an art. Well, there is enough of that. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about the commanders here.
Ah, yes. The camp captains. As I said, Sir Grozav commands the camp. Chertan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to. if he is not drinking too much. And over there is our bathhouse. It is not a sight for sore eyes, my friend. And the women, of course. Not this filthy place. Ah, a man should keep reminding himself that zina, what you call fornication, is a shameful deed, opening the road to other evils. By the way, what about you and women, my friend?
Well, there's one here I think about. But I'd rather not talk about that.
Why? Are you afraid that I will steal her from you?
No, it's not that, but... Well, I'm still not sure if she likes me as much as I like her.
I am sure she does. You will see. That is the way of the world. Our Lord Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, creates us in Paris and grants us love in our hearts, so that we may love another.
So are you married, sir? Since you say how wonderful it is.
No, not yet. What woman would want to spend her life traveling? But being single does not permit sinning with any girl who takes your fancy. Remember that. Fortunately, a man can help himself in his hour of need. At least if he thereby prevents a worse sin. By the way, your chosen one. Is she pretty?
So beautiful you can't help but stare.
All the more reason to marry her before someone else does. So, in this part of the camp, you see the tents of various mercenaries from Germany, Poland, Hungary. In short, everyone who came to fill their pockets. You can have items repaired by the smith, and if you're hungry, the kitchen is over there.
Careful.
And up here is where Katz's company of Karge artillerymen are billeted. To the great displeasure of everyone else in the camp, I must say. You can see why. It is the best spot, right next to the captain. And when it rains,
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
The devil who only cares for trinkets or whoring to get them.
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo
He...
Which tent?
Big one.
What does Uh-huh. Ah, colours.
Vegan.
Thanks.
Stop you gaping.
Greetings, my friend.
Does the name Victoria mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She's a girl from Miskovitz. I heard she comes up here to sell things.
Ah, I know who you mean. I'm no good with names, but...
How well did you know her?
We'd occasionally exchange a few words. A young girl all by herself. She slaved for half of Miskovitz.
Do you know where she is now?
May God protect her, but I can't help you. She knew Black from...
Where can I find this?
He's lying in the infirmary.
Thanks.
I'll be with you, sir.
About the greatest evil of all? Honest man's head, but under this pretty...
Are you the one they call Black?
I'm more like green just now.
But I need to talk to you.
And I need something for the pain. Can't you see I'm barely breathing here? Grover, I feel like I'll burst.
Tell me exactly what...
My belly hurts. It's killing me. It's as if I'll burst at any moment, or it's from the fucking pig swill they give us to eat.
Maybe. Does it hurt when I press here?
Yes! I feel it here. Here. Oh!
It's no wonder. Your stomach's blown up like a bellows. You must have eaten something really bad.
We put some mushrooms someone found in the woods into the stew. Oh. Fuck.
It's obvious. You've eaten poisonous mushrooms. If you want relief, you need an antidote. The sooner the better.
But I can barely move. Oh, please.
I have something for you that should work.
Thank you. Oh, I can feel it bubbling and gurgling inside me.
Well?
Not yet.
To look at you, I'd say you're as fit as a fiddle. You're...
I still feel like I got run over by a team of oxen, though. It'll be all right once I get a good meal in me.
It's about Victoria, the girl from Miskovitz.
Christ almighty. That woman won't leave me alone. Now she sent someone to try and change my mind?
Well, I didn't come to change your mind. Why would I do that?
Well, she's tried practically everything. Complaining, screeching, threats, tears, but none of it worked.
And what was she trying to achieve?
Look, we had a bit of fun once or twice, but that was it. She just didn't get it.
Victoria's missing. Her house is empty, and no one knows where she's gone.
What do you mean she's missing? Wait, seriously?
As if the earth opened up and swallowed her. Seeing as you two used to meet up, you might have some idea where to look for her.
She didn't tell anyone? Not even the blacksmith's wife?
There was a pool of blood on the floor. I was shocked when I went into the hearth room.
She often said she didn't know what she'd do if I left. but I thought it was just the kind of thing girls say.
Well, what were you expecting? She's already in a tough situation, and you just made it worse. Get off your ass and do something.
I can't just prance right out of the camp. Unlike you. Not far from here to the east, there's a spot we used to meet. A small clearing in the forest, where there's a pair of big birches. She might be there.
Good. I'll look there. But I'm doing it for her, not for you. Got it?
I know. But bring her a message from me. Tell her she's a stupid cow. I didn't force her to do anything, and now she's crying over spilt milk.
Try and think it over a bit. It might not just be Victoria's life at stake here. Could you live with yourself, knowing you could have done something, but just couldn't be bothered to help her?
Could have. He's right. I got her into this horrible mess. So tell her I'll take care of her. And if she wants, she can stay here. I'm sure they'll find work for a woman here. At least we'll be together.
Now that sounds like a man talking. I'm going to see her now. I hope it's not too late.
I think I need to stay lying down.